What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. As I'm realizing my webcam is a little bit off-center, so let's fix that a bit. Hi, yes, welcome back. We're playing Incog today for another battle for the UBL. We are on a little mini losing streak of 2 games. Not great, obviously. I believe we need to go now 2-0 to clinch playoffs. 1-1 would basically make it so that we'd be like the 8th seed at the best possible case. And honestly, I like the UBL, but I cannot wait for the season to be over. And not because I'm sick of the game or anything like that, just because I built a team that I'm not happy with, and it just doesn't fit my play style. And it's kind of showing in my play, I think. So it is what it is. We'll move forward and see what happens. If you guys want to skip the team builder, there's a timestamp on the screen and in the description, but let's go ahead and jump into the matchup. We are playing Incog, and Incog has been a huge help to us throughout many leagues. He's been an awesome guy, awesome friend. Really recommend checking out his content. He's a very funny guy, posts a ton of free-for-all, ton of draft league stuff. Highly recommend him. Him and his rabbits, and him and all his rabbits, goddamn. All right, well anyways, let's go ahead and jump into it. He has a Corviknight with Gengar and Buzzwole and T-Tar, and you know what? His first overall pick, with the second pick in the draft, I believe, was T-Tar. Yeah. This man, with Urshifu available, with I'm pretty sure Dragapult available, with Zera available, with Garchomp, he went with T-Tar. Good for him. Let's jump into what he actually could be bringing. I think very likely Pokemon on his side. I think the Corviknight, the Gengar are going to be 100% brings. I think Buzzwole is also a 100% bring. After that, we're looking at mons like T-Tar, Sylveon, Snorlax, Lycanroc, and Swampert. Honestly, I think it's going to be 2 of those 4, I think I said. So that's really the case there. In general, I find that his team is really annoying to deal with. It's really fat, and the biggest problem for me is Gengar. So we're going to draft a lot of our team to play around Gengar. Let's jump into it. Starting with our first mon, we notice right away that Garchomp goes in. It really goes in. Earthquake and Fire Blast is everything for like the right kind of damage. It just destroys everything. I think the only resists to it are going to be nothing. Nothing does resist them. I have Skill Shot to boost my speed, but also help break a sash on Lycanroc in case we can get a couple of really nice hits off on that thing. Stealth Rock is there because in the event that I get a, let's say it's going to be T-Tar against Corviknight, I either have the chance to go for Earthquake and then be immune to the Corviknight be immune to me, or go for Fire Blast and have the T-Tar stay in and predict it. Basically, it's a 50-50. If I get up rocks, then I punish the Corviknight and I punish the T-Tar on entry. I punish any hazard, any Sash Mons, any Buzzwoles. Nothing resists rock on the team outside of specifically Swampert, so that puts me in a pretty good position there. The speed on this set is pretty funky EV spread we have going on here, but the speed on this set is there for Jolly Buzzwole because looking at the rest of his team, what is outspeeding Buzzwole that I'm already faster than? It's like, I can go for Emolga, I guess, but like it's an Emolga, so no. So yeah, that's really, I can go for Cutiefly, but it's a Cutiefly. If it comes, fine. Not really concerned about it. If it does come and I lose to it, cool, he got me. But that's what our speed is there for. We normally wouldn't creep this, but it's Incog, so I feel like he could definitely run a max speed Buzzwole to kind of throw me off. We do take a Gengar's Life Orb Dazzling Gleam with rocks, or a Scarf Icy Wind without rocks, which is awesome. I put the rest into my attack with an Adamant Nature to basically mimic me being Jolly, and then I have the rest just put into my special attack, which also lets me 2 KO a max HP Corviknight with Expert Belt Fire Blast. That is our, what is it, Garchomp? Garchomp. Moving on to our Crawdont here. Crawdont is back, and to be honest, I feel a little weird about it. It's Crawdont, it's good. His answers to water type attacks are like super limited. His water type is a Swampert, which is neutral to water, and then other than that, it's what? Eldegoss? Yeah, his only resist to water is Eldegoss. That's it. If I bring this thing again, can't speak today. If I bring this thing in against something that is slower than it, then it basically just claims a kill. Or if I bring this thing in against something like a T-Tar, which is gonna have a hard time OHKOing me because Crawdont has a decent bit of bulk compared to T-Tar if it's gonna be defensive or Swampert or whatever, then I'm in a really good spot, especially if I get up a Swords Dance and the Buzzwole is gone or something, because then I can just claim a life every time. If Snorlax is there, then Snorlax will not appreciate taking a liquidation from Mystic Water, Adamant, Crawdont. It's just going to be really tough for it to beat. The investment we have on the speed here, what is it for? Our speed investment is there for no speed Buzzwole, and like I said, he only has 1 water resist. Our next mon is going to be Archimedes, our Galar Slowking. It's a really solid mon here. We take 2 Life Orb Gengar Shadow Balls because of our Assault Vest. Skull is our main attacking move to be able to get the burn versus the physical threats on his team. He has quite a few of them. He's got the physical threat in Corviknight, T-Tar, which can be mixed, I guess, Snorlax, Buzzwole, Swampert, Lycanroc. All these are physical, and it's going to be really annoying for him to deal with burns on those. Originally, I was running Hex on this set over Flamethrower, which is there for the Corviknight without popping a weakness policy, but now I'm clicking Scald against the Corviknight every single time until I get a burn. Yeah, if I see leftovers, then I can click Flamethrower. But if I don't see an item, I have to click Scald. I have to get the burn first because I cannot risk a weakness policy, power trip, bulk up, Corviknight, or whatever it's going to be. That's basically it. Our next mon is going to be our Silvally here. We are Silvally normal as a ghost immunity, which pairs really well with our Glow King in case Shadow Ball becomes a bit of an issue or we're in range of Life Orb Shadow Ball. Thunderbolt is there to hit the Corviknight. Air Slash is there for the Buzzwole. Parting Shot for general momentum, and then Thunderwave is there to get the speed control on things for my Garchomp, but also for my Crawdaunt and my final mon on this team. In general, just a solid mon in terms of what it does. We have enough investment to take Adamant Drain Punch from Buzzwole, Max Attack Jolly Close Combat from Life Orb Lightning Rock as well. We also take 2 Life Orb Gengar Sludge Waves or 1 Life Orb Focus Blast with Rocks Up. Our next mon is going to be Cheddar, our Raichu. This is my lead this week. It's Sashed, which doesn't make much sense considering that my opponent has Sand, so not great. But I don't know if he's going to lead with the T-Tar. I don't think it makes much sense at all. So I have Discharge for just general damage, but also to get Paralysis. Grass Knot for just weakening things like the Swampert and the T-Tar, which are going to be taking hits really well from my my Discharge in general, Voltage for momentum, and then Knock Off, which has helped me out a lot against the Corviknight, against the Gengar, against the Snorlax, Buzzwole a little bit, Sylveon a little bit. Just in general, a lot of these Pokemon, getting rid of their items is really good for my game plan. And our speed on the set is also the same speed as our Garchomp, which is for a max speed Jolly Buzzwole. And with our investment, we actually take, I believe it is a Jolly... No, we take a Life Orb Shadow Ball, or Sludge Wave rather, from Gengar with this investment, which is kind of crazy. Our next mon is going to be Bubba, our Clefable here, with Babiri Berry, Moonblast, Flamethrower, Calm Mind, and Soft Boil. I was going to say Shadow Ball. We're max defense. Honestly, this set's fine. It does really well if we get rid of Gengar. If Gengar is gone or weakened, then we're in a fantastic position, especially if it's not Life Orb, because then after like a Calm Mind or two, we're able to chew any hit from that thing and just really rip through it with Flamethrower, which is awesome. Babiri Berry is there for a boosted Corviknight. I know we're unaware, but boosting Corviknight is still kind of scary, and I want to make sure I'm able to take a hit from it, even if the event that is like offensive Corviknight, because like no attack Corviknight does like 35% to me, so just this is one of the reasons it's there for. It also helps me out with Iron Head on the T-Tar, Iron Head on the Lightning Rock, and the Heavy Slam on the Snorlax. Yeah, that's going to be our Clefable. Once the Gengar is gone and the Snorlax is weakened, then this Pokemon just really rips through him. So that is going to be one of my win conditions. That was our team for this week's battle. Mess of a team builder, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to hopefully get through this. I am so tired right now, but we're gonna power through. We're gonna power through. Comment chocolate if you have watched this far in the video, and let's do it. It's time to battle. All right, we are back, and this is basically what we expect. This is the exact 6 that came into my mock against Tiger. So shout out to Tiger. So we have T-Tar, Lightning Rock, Gengar, Buzzwole, Corviknight, and then the Sylveon as the final mon. Okay, so I'm feeling decent about that because I had a good time against that matchup. I had to play around quite a bit, but I felt good about it. I'm leading off with Cheddar here. I expect the lead of Lightning Rock, to be honest, to try and get up rocks or to try and be annoying in general. So I think leading off with Cheddar is the right play. The only punish really is going to be T-Tar with like Sand, but everything else, nothing likes to be status with Discharge. It'd be really nice for my Crawdaunt as well. So that's really the main focus here. Yeah, give me a second. Ooh. I have no idea what happened. I heard a noise come from my house. I was like, what is that? What is that noise? Alright, what is incognitely with Cross, which is the Corviknight. That's actually really good for me. That's really good for me, wow. This is like a free discharge. Corviknight, if it's got no investment in special defense, level 50, this takes 65 to 73. I can go for a knockoff, which would be nice. I think he's just going to switch out here, to be honest. But like discharge has no downside because I can paralyze things. I'm going to discharge here. Just going to switch out, that's fine. I imagine a Sylveon comes in or a T-Tar. There's the T-Tar. So my Sash has been nullified. Let's go. Great. What an ideal moveset. What an ideal item to run. What are you doing here? I'm trying to record. And the paralysis, we take those. Okay. That did about what? 20%? Maybe less? Tyranitar. 50. I can go for a Grass Knot here. So I kind of want to get rid of this. I want to weaken this thing as much as possible. But I also think it's smart to just Volt Switch out. What do I Volt Switch out into though? Nothing that I really want to Volt Switch out into. So I'm going to go for a Grass Knot here. We're going to try and chip this down as much as possible. This thing will probably go for like a Stone Edge or a Crunch and get the KO on me. It looks to me like it's just max HP based on the damage Discharge did. Grass Knot, if it's max special defense in the sand, it does 27 to 33. We're going to see him stay in. Grass Knot comes out. And that's definitely not specially defensive. And we see a full power here. We see an Ice Punch come out. So we're going to eat this hit. Chew it up. I can go for another Grass Knot here. I can go for a knockoff. Incog's always getting on me about attacking what's in front of me. Attack what's in front of me. Attack what's in front of me. I feel like a Volt Switch is the play. Like, what does he need this thing around for? If I Volt Switch out, I go into Clef, probably. I'm gonna Volt Switch here. Hopefully he switches. Hopefully he switches. Yeah. He switches out. Good. Good thing I didn't listen to Incog. Cross. Ooh, sweet little Volt Switch on this Corviknight is gonna be nice for me. Big damage. That's not weakness policy either. It's huge for me. I can go to Garchomp here. I can fire off a fat Fire Blast. But I think Rocks are the play, actually. I'm going to go into this. I'm going to go into this and click Rocks. Because, like, right now, it's such a big 50-50. It's like, I can make the play, go for Fire Blast. You then go Sylveon, hurts me. I'm going to go for Stealth Rocks here. I'm going to go Rocks here. He's going to withdraw probably into Sylveon or Buzzwole. Right. Is that Sylveon? It is the Sylveon. Okay. So if we had gone for 2 Earthquakes, we would have KO'd it. I don't think there's any way he can actually take 2 Earthquakes. But either way, we get up our Rocks, which is nice. His only removal is the Corviknight, if I'm not mistaken. And it's leftover Sylveon. I can go hard into Glow King here. Which invites in a lot, but I kind of have to do it. I don't really have another choice. My mic's in the little frame. I don't like that. Don't be in the frame. Just that tiny little corner. If we see a... The Tom Pass, there we go. Ah, it sucks. Okay, well, if we see Corviknight, I know that it's not weakness policy. So I can Flamethrower. It also looks very not defensive. Because we did a lot of damage with Volt. That was a lot of damage with Volt Switch. Now, granted, Discharge is only like 10 base power more than Volt Switch. But it felt like it was a lot. It felt like a lot. Cross comes in. There we go. So I can try going for Scald Burns. You can try going for a Defog here. I can go and just Volt Switch out. Or just Hard Switch, rather. Am I concerned about this? If it tries to set up on me? Not really. Slowking against... What's this thing called again? Corviknight. Flamethrower to like no special defense should do like... What is that? We did like 70-ish% with what is that other attack called? I feel like we did way too much with Volt Switch. I'm going to go for Scald here. I'd like to get a burn. I think it'd be nice. We're going to see a Roost here, which is fine. So we're going to try and get a burn on this thing. So Scald here is going to do a good chunk. About 25% there. It's not bad. No burn up this time, though. We'll go for another Scald here. He's trying to get back healthy, which is like the right decision to make, obviously. The fact that I'm doing like 25% there, it feels like, it makes me think this has like no special defense, no HP. And if that's the case, Flamethrower does 50% minimum. Is this offensive? U-turn. I guess we'll gauge from the damage here. 193 down to 155. That feels like a lot. That's like 40%. That's like 40 HP. 193 down to 155 is 38. So, just for reference, no attack U-turn does 31% maximum. Max attack Adamant U-turn does 37 points of health minimum. So I think that's definitely going to be max attack. Based on the damage he was doing, I think it's max attack. Rights comes back in. Unfortunately, I do not have, well, a way to hit this thing. I don't know a way to hit this thing. It's not great. I can try and burn it. I don't think that's wise. I'm not Psyshock, I'm Psychic. I can try and just switch out hard, but like what's going to come in to eat the hit? This thing can go for Shadow Ball. I can go into this and Parting Shot, then it tries to Baton Pass on me. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go into this because it's going to try and Baton Pass, and it'll Baton Pass in negative stats. Which will be nice. I'm going to have to find a way to break this thing. And I think one of those ways might be to try and paralyze it. I'm nervous for this game. Why am I so nervous for this game? I'm shaking a bit. Heal Bell! Okay. Okay, Incog. Okay. Did not expect to see Heal Bell, so that paralysis we got on the T-Tar is a waste. That's fine. I'm going to go for a Parting Shot here. Because if we see a Baton Pass, I'm fine. I go hard back into Slowking. The fact that he showed Heal Bell and Baton Pass means he either doesn't have, well, he's going to have an attacking. He's going to have Hyper Voice, for sure. But it means he probably doesn't have Wish or Toxic. We can't beat my Clef. Yeah, that's good. So once we get rid of the Slowking, I think we're in a really good spot. So we Parting Shot away, get rid of, or weaken this thing's stats, and then I can go into Glowking here. Is Glowking the play? I think Glowking is the play. I'm about to play big quick, I think, to be able to win this game, considering that there's a Sylveon with Heal Bell, possibly Wish. Hyper Voice. Eat it up. Yummy. Alright. I can try going for a Scald here again, which I think is probably the safer play. We're gonna go for it. Maybe he just like does a hard switch. He's at -1. Yeah, and he does outspeed me, and he Baton Passes negative stats. I don't get a chance to burn anything. The only thing that's physical that comes in, or the special that comes in rather, is Gengar. And I don't know if he goes for Gengar, considering that I could have Psyshock. Cross comes back in, so it's the Corviknight. This won't drop. It won't drop. But we do get a really big hit off on it and a chance to burn it as well, which is nice. My cats are going, give me go. Hey, ooh, burn please! It's a crit? No burn. I can Flamethrower this. I think it has to Roost here or it dies, so I'm gonna Flamethrower. Bro, what are you doing? Get out of here. We're going on the couch. Did I go for Brave Bird on me? What the hell? I just see recoil, I'm like, that's not right. So, I'm chipped, which is not good. The good news is I'm out of Life Orb Shadow Ball range. So we take those. The Corviknight being gone is great. Color blinded. The Buzzy Buzz. Alright, here we switch out. I can go with the Cheddar. Cheddar is less important now. Cheddar is less important now. So I think I go into Cheddar here and sack it off. Now that Corviknight is gone. And he's probably going to go for Earthquake here, which is fine. There's the Earthquake. I'll get the Beast Boost. What the hell are they doing? My cats are so active right now. What happens in the middle of the night? Like it's going to get the attack boost, I believe. There's the attack boost. It's Life Orb. So, let's quickly double check here. So Valley against Buzzwole. Level 50. This thing drops. It drops the Air Slash from this range. There's no way it survives. No way. Max HP takes 84 to 100. He can switch out though pretty freely too. I don't really have a switch into this Pokemon at all, which is the problem. I'll Air Slash, but yeah. He knows I have the Air Slash now as well. This Pokemon's gonna be a challenge to break. It's gonna be tough to break this thing. It's gonna have a good bit of speed though, because I believe my Crawdont, I think I have 100 speed on Crawdont. Did I miss? I think I missed. Crawdont against Sylveon. Sylveon is at 80 speed. It's got to have a lot of speed to outspeed Crawdont. I can go for a Parting Shot here, which I think I do. And if it wishes or Hyper Voices, that's fine. It'll be Baton Passing into at -1. So if it goes into, let's say, Buzzwole, let's go back into Glow King. Let's say it's at -1. Adamant. It's Life Orb. Mystical Fire. Okay, so it's revealed this move has no recovery, specifically outside of leftovers, which is nice. Good for me. Slowking. Does it take Earthquake well? We take the Earthquake if it's at -1. It does 65 to 78. What comes in here? I think I just focus on trying to go for Scald Burns here. Because he's going to do damage to me, but he has no way to recover the health back, especially if I get a burn. And that's like the key here. If I get a burn, I'm in a great spot. I think I've gone for like 4 Scalds and gotten 0 burns, so hopefully I get one here. No burn. Scald again. I'm taking very little damage. I'm not worried. I just want to get the burn on it. That's my main focus here. Hyper Voice. That's fine. Scald again. That's a crit. We get a burn, please. Thank you. Even if it's one turn, it negates the leftovers recovery, which is huge for me. This thing's at -1. Sylveon, -1. I'm pretty sure Garchomp eats anything. We eat the hit, yeah. I can go hard into Garchomp here on the expected Heal Bell. Make an aggressive as hell play. I don't know how defensive it's going to be or not, but depending on what he does here, Heal Bell, yeah. So I take the hit. I take the hits. I can scare him out, which is good. Question is, what does he go into? He has no immunity. His resist is Buzzwole. I just go for the Earthquake, though. That's my freest play. I want to break this Pokemon, because it's going to be really hard to beat otherwise. Yeah. My endgame is Crawdont. I have to focus on that, because I can put the Lycanroc in range of Aqua Jet. T-Tar is in range of Aqua Jet. Stays in, takes the Earthquake. Is this going to drop? It does. That was especially defensive. Another, bro, I've gotten like 3 crits against Incog right now. My god, that is rough. The luck right now is definitely favoring me, 100%. Now I get to keep a full HP Garchomp. Doesn't know where my item is. Like, I could be banded for all he knows. I could be banded. Skylark. Okay. Let's do some math. Gengar. Level 50. Life Orb. Icy Wind. I die. Dazzling Gleam. I live. I'm gonna switch. I think it's like, it's Archimedes always. It's always Archimedes because I take 2 Life Orb Shadow Balls from this thing. So if it goes for Dazzling Gleam, it's resisted. If it goes for Icy Wind, doesn't matter. If it goes for Shadow Ball, I take the next hit. Icy Wind. So we would have died if... Oh, we dodged. Bro, I want to know what item it was. What comes in now? Maybe T-Tar. T-Tar's super low. Like, I have a chance to get rid of the Gengar here with a Psychic. He has to know I don't KO. He has to know he doesn't KO. Attack what's in front of me. If he goes into T-Tar, what is my play? Probably Clef, I'd say. Probably Clef. What is Clef useful for? It's useful for Lycan Rock. But only if it's Pasho. I go for Scald here. Switches out. Bangarang, that's the T-Tar, right? This should drop here. Rocks plus... I mean, maybe it's got the Sand Chip. Or Sand Protection, rather. The 25% about. This should KO. This should KO. Oh. So close. So close, so close, so close. Okay, this can go for Crunch on me. Tyranitar. Adamant. Glow King. Crunch. I actually don't take Adamant Crunch, which is good to know, so let's get the hell out. I can go into Pineapple here, but if he goes for Ice Punch, that sucks. I mean, like, Gengar outspeeds me. It's basically just for Buzzwole. But I think Bubba is, like, the least important member of the team right now. Or... No, here's what I do. I sack off Bubba here. I let it go down. I'm fine with that because then I can go into Garchomp, click my... what is it? What is that word? What is it? That fucking item? That move? Scale Shot. I click Scale Shot and I go from there. That's fine. I take my chip. He has to let this thing go. Like, this is a ballsy play on my end if I do this. I can basically win the game right here, but I have to hit a Fire Blast against Buzzwole. I have to hit a Fire Blast against Buzzwole. Like, how do I play this right now? I think I'm going to Soft Boiled here. I'm going to scout a bit, see what he wants to do. Heavy Slam. Okay. Okay. Big old damage. My god, that's going to kill me next time around. Okay, we are going to, we're going to go that route because I'm going to lose my Clef here. Going to lose my Clef here. Let's go for another Soft Boiled. Damn. If I stayed with Glow King, it would have been great. Ice Punch again. Incog, I'm letting you KO me. Please KO me. Please. I would love if you KO'd me right now. I'm saying that loosely. Let's go for another Soft Boiled. He's going to Heavy Slam me. The only punish against Gengar is if it's Scarfed. And he goes for Icy Wind. That's where the punish is. But even then, I live to hit. So let's go for a Softball again. And Heavy Slam. So that's going to get the KO on me. Or not. God damn it, Clef. What are you doing? Just die, please. I'm going to title this like Clef won't die. Clef just doesn't die. With Silvally, with Glowking, with Crawdont, I think I can win. I think I can win. Let's go T-Tar. Garchomp, not even the right Mon, not even close. Gotta hit this attack here. Garchomp, prove why you're not a shit Mon. Prove Josh wrong. Please. Okay, it hit. Good. We're at +1. We're at +1. Good. This is good. Garchomp +1, -1. If I go to Buzzwole. Okay, we know this is Life Orb. If it's max HP, it takes 76 to 89. Damn it. Tells me it's not Scarfed, I guess. On the Gengar, you would have gone that, I guess. Come on, Garchomp. Come on, Garchomp. I don't have faith. I don't have faith. It hit. Alright. Another crit. Another crit. Okay, I don't think it mattered. I don't think it mattered at all. But another crit. Jeez. God damn it, Garchomp. You would have been at max HP. You would have been all set. There would have been nothing you could have done outside of like Icy Wind into a Cell Rock. Now I just have to attack. Skylock. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Well, let's go for the Earthquake. I guess he doesn't have a Cell Rock. Or he doesn't want to take Rocky Helmet Chip. And we EQ. It's not Shucka. Huh. Okay. Garchomp may pull it out after all. Excuse me, Garchomp. Talking shit to you. You know what you're doing. Take that, Josh. I knew having Scale Shot was going to be nice. I knew having it was going to be very useful. Alright, we get rid of potential Sash. Garchomp literally was the MVP this game. And it's because of Rocks and because of Scale Shot. Earthquake comes out. No way this lives. And that's a 4-0 win. We take those. We take those. Well, obviously, a bit of hacks came into play here. I wouldn't have been able to set up with Garchomp had I had taken the... I wouldn't have had as much of a margin for error with Garchomp had I had taken the Hyper Voice from Sylveon if I didn't crit. We don't know if it would have crit or not, but we got it in freely. We broke down. Garchomp got, I think, what, 5 kills this game? Garchomp really performed very, very well. So I will take it. I will take it. We have one more week. We got to win, and we'll make playoffs for sure. We play against Jack, but for the time being, we are going to be playing, we're going to be, well, joining Incog in Call. I do want to give a shout out to my YouTube channel members. We actually have a new one, so it's been a little while since we have a new one, so shout out to everyone, or shout out to our new YouTube channel members, and shout out to our old ones as well. Our YouTube channel members are, whoa, this looks different. Oh no, this is on the wrong tab. Look at me, just not doing things correctly. So shout out to our YouTube channel members. Level 1s, we have Liv, Eric, and Zeke. Our level 2 is Tone. Our level 3s are Sully and Jay Fuka. Thank you to Jay Fuka for becoming a channel member. First new one, but thank you to all my channel members, of course. Thank you to all of you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment the secret word of the day. All that good stuff. GG to Incog. Let's hop into a little interview.
Give me your sets. I'm angry.
I'm literally recording all of this right now, just so you know. Just so you know.
That's fine. Let the viewers know I'm pissed off right now. And I got angry at my video too, motherfucker. Give me this shit.
You're the only fucking person I would be like, you know what? You want to yell at me? Fine. You can yell at me, okay?
You crit my Sylveon and I was going to live it, and then you crit my Buzzwole. Unless you had a
no, the Buzzwole.
ton of investment.
The Buzzwole didn't matter. Definitely not. I was
148. Nah, that definitely mattered. I had 100 in HP and. Let me find out. It probably didn't matter since you just mentioned expert build or whatever, but the Sylveon killed me, dog.
Oh yeah, the Sylveon 100%.
Crit my... I was gonna win. I was gonna win if I just killed Garchomp, but no, God said fuck.
You were gonna kill Garchomp with Sylveon anyways because you're at the -1 anyways. So as long as I didn't miss the Fire Blast on Buzzwole, it was done.
Dog, listen.
Where are your sets? Where are your sets?
Nah, you don't get those for free.
Oh my god.
Let me review your sets. Expert Belt, Mystic Water. Okay, so he was Mystic Water Pat, but he wouldn't have been able to set up against Buzzwole if it came to that end game.
I didn't need to set up.
Well, no,
I didn't need to set up.
No. I'm saying you have Swords Dance, Mystic Water, Crawdon.
Oh, okay.
Here's the problem, right? If you miss again, I'm still at enough HP to where you would have to go into something else. And let me tell you, if you miss another Air Slash like you did, because you did that, I could still win with Buzzwole.
100%.
See, you misunderstand.
No, listen. The game was totally in your favor to win. I don't want to say in your favor. The game was totally winnable for you if I don't get that luck. Okay. The paralysis on T-Tar, I don't know how much that mattered. You stayed in for one turn. You got Grass Knotted. It did a ton of HP, and then you switched out. You got the heal bill off anyways. So like, it is what it is.
The paralysis I don't care about because I didn't get full parried.
Yeah.
My issue is that you crit my fucking Sylveon.
I agree.
And it would have done a ton of damage to where I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have to worry about Garchomp at the end of the game. Because I literally said in this chat, because for viewers at home, me and Matt are in each other's fucking front offices. So we know each other how we play. I literally called normal Silvally or fighting type Silvally, because that also beat the shit out of me. I called this Glow King, Mystic Water Crawdon. It could have been any Crawdon. Crawdon run Mac shit. I called the Raichu coming because it had to come. Now, Matt, my dear.
Yes.
Who runs Babiri Break Clefable? Were you actually ready for Heavy Slam Tyranitar?
It was for a combination of things. It was for Heavy Slam Snorlax. It was for Iron Head Lycanroc. It was for in case you got really boosted up with Corviknight or your offensive Corviknight, which I fucking knew you might bring because you're a fucking psychopath.
I'm not a psychopath. I'm correct.
You brought Adamant Max Attack Corviknight. Okay, I saw you turn to 38 points of damage to my Slowking. I was like, that's wrong. That's incorrect.
I'm correct. Thank you, because no one comes prepared for an offensive Corviknight.
And
it's called fuck around and find out.
And what happens? It died. It died.
It died to a Brave Bird recoil. You had nothing to do with that, good sir.
Bro, I did 25% to it with Scald on Slowking with no attack investment. Come on.
In mocks, Pat was burning me each time. So just know, if you burned me, that video would have been post-conned. I hope you know. Oh, I was so close.
I went for like 8 Scalds, okay? I burned you on twice, okay? That's about average. That's even below average.
That's not the point, Matt. Here's the point, viewers at home. I am one of the most hacked players in Pokemon that you know of.
Yeah.
And I have proof of every first the auto battle, then the Jack battle, and now this battle, and I'm done. I am done with this shit, man.
This is actually hilarious.
I have to beat Root. Do you know how hard that's gonna be? He has the better Sand team and a Slowking and a Cinderace.
You know what? You
literally said you didn't care about making playoffs, and then you went out and beat the shit out of me. You told me that the other day when we recorded the CGT thing. You can die. God, fuck. I'm not even really angry. I'm just pissed off that I played that poorly.
Honestly,
oh my God.
So okay. To actually get into what this post-game interview thing is about, make sure to sub to Incog. He deserves it after being hacked the shit out of, because
I get hacks all the fucking time. It's like Clockwork Orange.
So what I want to say is, number one, I am surprised not to see that Lycanroc was banded. I thought you'd want to be able to switch up your moves for sure. That was definitely something.
Okay, me and Pat had the issue. Pat, obviously, shout out to Pat. He's here as well. Should I say hi, Pat?
Hi.
Hi, Pat.
I had the issue of shush, nigga. I had the issue of that we weren't doing enough damage with Lycanroc to a point where it became fairly. Pat brought like Calm Mind on both Clefable and Glowking for the mocks, and it was wiping my ass. It was literally beating the hell out of me.
You have a Gengar and an offensive Corviknight. How?
Sir, you misunderstand.
And a Buzzwole that outspeeds and just smacks him in the mouth.
Pat kept switching and kept knowing how to play better than how you play because he didn't have Garchomp on his mock team.
Shit.
Surprisingly enough, it gave me more issues than Garchomp because whenever I did mocks against the Garchomp, I would win out because obviously the people who I mock with are not as competent to know how to use Garchomp, so my Icy Wind Gengar always caught people off surprise. Now, of course, this also means I'm not expecting you to be that way, but I also knew he's going to want to use this end game to win with Garchomp in this game because that's what I came prepared for, honestly. And obviously, as you saw, it didn't go so well. But that's why I came ready for that because I know my MattOshea knowledge. This man loves to win out with Garchomp if anything had to go right.
When? I would rather win with Clefable than Garchomp. I saw you're at 1%. You have rocks up. You're not like I'll speed your Gengar. If you go for Icy Wind, it's fine because I live. If you're scarfed, I'm good. I just gotta hit Flame Fire Blast and I'm fine. And what happens? Boom.
You still hit it once and crit me. Let's not act like you didn't just blow me away, my nigga. All right, I'm still that fucking sucks. That sucks.
Look. I'll give you props. You brought a really good Corviknight set. That was really interesting.
If I just had Ice Punch, Pat, I put Poison Jab for the Clef, and it ended up not mattering. If I had Ice Punch, Matt was dead. He was dead to right.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Oh my god.
Good.
I literally the Clef.
Yeah. Honestly, after that, I do think that. Look, if we play this exact game and you get the KO on me with Ice Punch, and you don't have like Poison Jab or whatever, I do think that there's an end game where both of us have a shot of winning. But it's gonna come down to like how I play around your Gengar.
No, you win.
Because listen, your Gengar. Say it again.
You would win because of Mystic Water Crawdon entirely. I knew that there's two ways I lost this: Garchomp or Crawdon.
Yeah.
My team, from a defensive standpoint, doesn't beat Crawdon at all. Let's get a little bit more serious, Avery here. The thing about it, let me just do the calc real quick, because if I'm at 150 still and the Ice Punch kills, let's just assume
you take Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin rather, and you take Life Orb, so you're at like 50%.
No, I'm saying that if I kill you with Ice Punch after you missed that, I was at 150 HP on the dot, with Buzzwole, and that would be. Hold on. But
then you take again.
No, 77%, 150 hit points of HP.
And you're gonna take 17 for Rough Skin.
Well, no, I'm saying that that's where I ended up because of Drain Punch. But if I don't Drain Punch, then I guess I end up at 50.
Yeah.
Aqua Jet doesn't kill me, right? Mm-hmm. And then Liquidation has the best chance of killing me. But if I'm going first, I'm killing you.
And you do.
And if I get that +1 boost, it's over because Earthquake kills Glowking, and unless you try to whittle me down via switch out tactics to make sure, I get into Life Orb and Aqua Jet range, that end game is literally Buzzwole fodder. But the issue for me was, it's Silvally at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Silvally with Air Slash. But then again, it's like Gengar. Let me see how much you take to Aqua Jet. 75.5, 102. Yeah, you were in range of that. And Lycanroc always died because I didn't have Excel Rock this week. But yeah, no, I think it all really came down to my lead matchup. I didn't know what to lead, and I knew I should have brought Swampert, but Swampert became more of a liability in my eyes. I wanted it over Sylveon, but I said, let me go with
Sylveon was so important. Sylveon was so important to your success.
That's the thing, right? I needed Sylveon because you're Matt. You and I, we've team build a lot. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have Grass on Raichu. You're gonna have another grass move of something else. If I had to guess, you only had Grass on one Pokemon. Yeah, no, I'm saying that now. You only Grass on one Pokemon, which is great for me. But I was gonna be Rindo, Swampert, and by any chance, I was gonna do it anyway. But I thought you had Grass Knot Steel Valley, so I was like, this is not good for an end game where Steel Valley could set up. You're fucking blessed.
God bless you. Is that Tori?
No.
That was
from Pat's side.
Oh.
But no, that just sucks. It sucks because now I have to win the last week of the season, and even that's not guaranteed as a 5-4 team.
Well, same here.
Now might be.
No, 5-4 will lock you in. 5-4 will lock you in. Both you and I are now 4-4. Your diff is what's like the issue. But if you win and I win, we both should lock in.
Yeah, but see, Matt, I don't want to lock in because I don't want to fight JV or Vepsis. If I'm being 100% real with you, unless they start dropping like flies from first and second, you know, honestly, I'd rather fight Vepsis at this point because I feel like I want to fight the god himself. I hate losing to JV. Me and JV are two black brethren. We should not be fighting like that. But you know, I'm so pissed off, man. I played that terribly.
All right, well, listen. There's one thing I want to say. Throughout the entire game, I must have said it maybe like 10 times. Like, attack what's in front of you, as Incog would say. Attack what's in front of you. Okay.
I hate that you used my own advice, and now that's gonna be.
And here's the thing. I was gonna volt switch out on the Corviknight turn 1. I was like, nah. I was gonna volt switch out on the T-Tar turn 2. I was like, nah. Then after I'm like, okay, I've stayed in enough. I'm gonna volt switch now, and it paid off. And then I think every other time I wanted to just attack what was in front of me. I don't think I ever made a single prediction after. It was just like, I'm gonna scald because you don't want to get burnt on literally anything. So I was fine. But looking at it, Crawdon was definitely a huge problem for you. My game plan originally was just break with Garchomp so Crawdon can win, but for that I needed to weaken Buzzwole and get rid of I think it was Corviknight, because Corviknight was going to be an issue if it's defensive. But other than that,
yeah, very lucky. I didn't bring the Death Eater Corviknight set that I've been trying to bring for 8 weeks.
The Power Trip set?
8. Oh yeah, I was going to bring that totally, but then me and Pat, you know, Pat obviously he is the man behind me that says, hey, don't do that please, because you'll lose. Yeah. And he'll show me how, and it was unaware clef all over it.
Exactly, unaware clef. It was unaware clef, or it was my play if you were trying to set up on Slowking, it was just I'm gonna scald you until you get burnt. And if I see no item, I'm not clicking flamethrower until I confirm what your item is or you are in range. That is the only time.
Save me. JV beat Root so that I can feel better about myself, so I can beat him, so we can have this. It's really a race to see who's gonna make it into playoffs. Oh my god!
All right.
I hate this.
Well, listen, I'm gonna start the outro of my video. So, guys, if you have enjoyed this rant and Incog's cursing and yelling, then you should check out more Incog, because that's what he does. But he does it in a very entertaining way. So make sure to check him out. Also, it's midnight. I'm tired. I'm sure the people on the West Coast, being Pat and Incog, are also tired. So we're gonna dip. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our opponents. GG's once again. Sorry for the hacks. We'll see you next time. Bye.